Welcome to my video. I am Venkata Subramaniam, Assistant Professor, Triple E Department. I am handling Renewable Energy System for Open Elective for AIDS, third year, sixth semester. Subject code is OEE 351, Enhanced Regulation 2001. The course objective is to provide the knowledge about various renewable energy technologies like solar, wind, biomass, and ocean energy technologies to enable the students understanding uh, latest technology in solar, like photovoltaic and wind also, wind energy conservation system, and impart knowledge about various possible hybrid energy system and their integration. Also to gain practical applications about wind and solar and hybrid. Also economic aspects of different renewable technologies. The syllabus we are covering about several syllabus to be covered. Unit 1 is introduction of both wind and solar and renewable and non-renewable everything. And Unit 2 solar energy. Unit 3 going to deal with wind energy systems. And Unit 4 is biomass energy, bioenergy. Unit 5 and other type of energy sources, renewable energy sources. This and all we are going to see in the syllabus. The global energy scenario is currently dependency over 80% of global energy system still uses the fossil fuels like coal, oil, gas, like that. The problem is the rapid depletion of reserves and increasing energy demand due to the industrialization and also higher demand of the energy. So we are transitioning towards renewable energy to ensure the energy security for the future generation without disturbing their resources. That is, we are going to be 100% sure for renewable energy. That is our ultimate aim. Now we are going to see about World Energy Balance 2025, the share of global energy consumption that now currently oil is the most energy used by this is a fossil fuel and followed by coal and natural gas. These are all depleting our earth. So we are going towards renewable energy. Now we are using 17 percentage of our renewable energies. In future, we have to move towards 100. Also, nuclear energy is very low due to its high radiation issues. So we are only going towards renewable energy or safer our generations. Now we are going to see about classifications of energy sources primarily found in natural like coal and sun, wind, uranium. This is a classification. So in these primary sources, these are non-renewable or renewable also there. And secondary is converted from primary, which is electricity and hydrogen. And another commercial energy available for a price electricity that we can purchase like with the cost, like electricity and coal and refined petrol, etc. Now, another thing is non-commercial energy, traditionally gathered like biomass, cattle dung, and firewood, like another sources of sugarcane products, byproducts, and all will be in comes under non-commercial energy sources. Now we are going to see about the difference between renewable and non-renewable systems. We are taking the four features. From there, we are going to discuss. availability, first point. So availability is for non-conventional, there is renewable is inexhaustible. There is a theoretically it's a infinite, and non-renewable it's a finite and it's depleting, which causes a harm for our health. And second one is cleanliness. In renewable, it's a low zero carbon emission. So it's a low or zero carbon emission you can achieve. But in non-renewable, it's not possible. It's high pollution and also carbon monoxide, dioxide, and also nitrous oxide. Like that, we are um, getting as a pollution. So this is second one. Third one is cost. But in the case of cost, renewable energy is having higher initial cost but low running cost. In vice versa, that is in non-renewable, it's low initial but will get a high running cost. So in future, if you are going for a pure renewable, then we are ready for higher initial cost, but we can run for a low cost for long run periods. These and all comes under cost feature. Finally, you can say the examples as renewable. You can get to know that solar, wind, hydro, and biomass. These are all the main renewable energy sources, but solar and wind is the most used in our country. Also, other countries. Non-renewable is always we know that coal, petroleum gas, natural gas, and all other conventional sources and all comes under non-renewable. So these and all we have to reduce. Now we are going to see about the impacts of fossil fuels. This is a very most important thing. That is, what are the impacts if you are using fossil fuels? It's first one. Everyone knows that greenhouse effect, which is trapped by heat of CO2, methane, CH4, and N2O, nitrous oxide, NX like that, NXO, N324 like that. So these and all takes global warming. So there is a second point, increasing in Earth average temperature, which in turn reduces our there is changing of sea levels and the rain, heavy rains, melting ice caps like that. So these and all due to this global warming. Second, that is third one is acid rain. This may be caused. This may be rare case scenario, but this is also a impact caused by sulfur dioxide, which is comes from the coal burning. So nitrogen oxide also. This is also a very harmful thing. And fourth one is it's air quality. So particularly we the particulate matter will be there. So that is PM 2.5 or PM 10, which is causing respiratory issues and lung issues for the future generation as now also. So as much as possible, we have to move for renewable energy. These are all the impacts of the fossil fuels. So we can see the picture of greenhouse effect, which everyone knows that the solar radiation comes from the earth, so it comes from the sun, and radiated and dissipated in the space, and dispersed radiate back to the earth, which will be happening regularly. So this will increase the Earth's atmospheric temperature higher. So this everyone knows the CO2 and other gases. So this might be the main problem for us. Now we can see that solar radiation fundamentals, solar constant, that is energy received outside the Earth's atmosphere. So what is that means? Energy received not inside, that is from the outside of the Earth, is approximately 1.361 kilowatt per meter square. This is solar radiation, that is solar constant we know. And extraterrestrial region, also there is a radiation outside the atmosphere. So we can know that inside the atmosphere and outside the atmosphere. Outside the atmosphere is called extraterrestrial region, and terrestrial radiation is different. Terrestrial radiation that reaches a surface after scattering through the atmospheric area. This is our fundamentals of solar. While seeing about radiation fundamentals for the solar, here there are two types. One direct radiation, that is beam type. Another diffuse radiation. Beam type is nothing but solar radiation received directly from the sun without changing its direction. That is, it's not scattering. That is the meaning. And the diffuse radiation is radiation received after being scattered by the dust and cloud particles. That is cloud water droplets like that. These are all diffuse radiation. So the incident radiation, that is I global, that is the equation. Total global radiation, that is incident global radiation to the earth, the sum of beam radiation and diffuse radiation. That is I global equal to I beam plus I diffuse. Next, we are going to see about measurement of these radiation sets instruments. So one is pyranometer, measures global total solar radiation. It has a hemisphere type, that is hemispherical glass dome. It's like a dome type. So another one is pyranometer, measures beam radiation only. It's not measuring other type of diffuse radiation. It only measures beam radiation. It uses a long tube track. That is, it has some long tube to measure the direct beam radiation. This and all we will discuss in later another videos. This is just for an introduction about these measured instruments. Then now we are going to see about renewable energy potential in India. See, solar is a huge potential we have because we have the 300 plus sunny days. So, having a long time of solar radiation in our surface, in Indian surface. So, we have the huge potential for the solar. And wind also we have the high potential nearby the coastal areas like Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, and Maharashtra, like etc. So, these are all the states having a huge potential for the wind. After that, biomass. Biomass already we know that waste, agriculture waste availability. That is also we are now using as a ethanol like products. That is all we are using now. And current target. Next we can see the current target aims. Our government aims for 500 gigawatts of non-fossil fuels, which is having the capacity by 2030. 2030 we can expect for the 500 gigawatt of the power from the renewable energy source, which is very good thing. So finally we are coming to the conclusion. So simply you can say the conclusion: renewable energy is no longer an option, but it's a necessity, right? So the technological advancement are rapidly lowering the cost of solar and wind power. Initially, we say that initial cost is very high for the renewable, but the technological advancements and the government projects and all, they are initiating for the lowering the cost of renewable energies. And the future energy grids will be decentralized and smart, which means it will not be centralized. So everyone can utilize the solar from our nature. So for that, that government projects will be going on. Thank you for watching this video. We will see the next topics in the upcoming videos.